Hey there, I'm Vergola, and you're listening to a Pup in the Life, Pod-fessions of a founder's pup. In this walking podcast, I will tell you all about my life with Mom, who's a startup founder, talking startups, entrepreneurship, but also other interesting topics such as mental health and a bit of fun too. Join us in this walk of life. Hello again. This is Vergola and this is a Pup in the Life. This is actually a Pup in the Life right after Mom's activities, daily activity at the gym. It's getting quite hot, so probably much of the further Pups in the Lives will be recorded from the house, because I don't know if we will be able to record them on the go in the summer, because it's quite hot where we live. But anyways, we'll try to do our best and keep the format as it is and it's supposed to be. So today, an interesting podcast that Mom heard that was all about success and what is actually the real difference between success and its contrary. So society leads us to believe, actually common sense, that the contrary of success is actually failure. But what if I told you that is not actually failure? Because if you think about it, and today we'll also do my scent detection class, so we'll have lots of insights on that as well. That when you think about failure, it's kind of a part of what makes success, because without failing, you will have no success. It's not easy. It's actually quite impossible to have success at the first trial of things. And so if you think about it, that's not just a normal part of it that's supposed to be inside success, and that's supposed to make up success. But it's actually something that is the actual being, the actual essence of success. It's a series of trials that then leads up to something that finally makes sense, and you don't deem as a mistake or as a trial again, but as something that is really, hopefully, ready to show the world, to tell yourself that you made it, to actually achieve your goals, right? And so the real difference is not that success with failure. They're not opposite, they're not antonyms, as we would say in Latin. The opposite of success is actual mediocrity, which means that you accept that you don't need so many trials. You accept to stop at some point. You accept that a level that is average, a level that is medium, a level that's not even bad or good, without giving labels, but that is not meaningful in any way because it doesn't tell you anything, is something worth keeping. It's something worth stopping at. It's like stopping at a red light in the middle of your path, your journey, your route to wherever you want to go, and just decide that since there's a red light, you'll stop there, which makes sense. You need to stop at red lights, please. Mom just got run over last year, so yes, please stop at red lights. But red lights are not there to supposedly stop your whole route. That is something very, very different. And there is another different meaning of the existence of red lights. And so mediocrity is also stopping at the first set of trials. So the real clarification and the real sense behind success is not understanding success per se, which is not even easy. It's understanding that the antonym, the contrary of success, is mediocrity. It is not failure. And so this gives us also the opportunity to accept failure per se as it is. So as something that makes sense in our lives to keep, because it is the only path towards success. Then I don't like, just like Mom, I don't like glamorizing failure. It's something that I'm not used to, and I don't even think we need it anymore. I mean, we got to understand that failure is something that we need to accept and we need to give a name to, but it's not something that we need to just do a whole treaty about. Let's talk about mediocrity. Let's talk about the fact that we stop at some point. We stop because it's too hard. We stop because we fear failure. And then what we should fear actually is mediocrity. It is not failure. But the exact way to just keep not having the success you want, whatever success looks like for you, is actually stopping at that first red light, the second, the third, and accepting that that is a part of the journey. Maybe that red light is not telling you to stop. Maybe it's not telling you to go straight away. Maybe it is telling you you need to go somewhere else. You need to turn left, you turn right. You might want to just step back a few steps and then just look for another direction. It happens. It happens all the time when we drive. So why shouldn't it happen in life? It's not a metaphor. This is something that happens all the time. And so what we need to understand is that that is what we should be fearful of. Mediocrity. And the feeling that that's okay. Which it doesn't lead us to say that we always need to strive and struggle and just not feel okay with stuff. But we're going to talk about it in the coming episodes probably. Imposter syndrome and blah, blah, blah. Actually, there is a Bathcast, a former version of Mom's podcast, where we say the most important is the room. The most interesting person in the room and the most important person in the room is actually the room. But if you are the most interesting person, it might be just the wrong room for you. But we're going to talk about it in the next episodes the next day. So, what's on for the menu for today? We think and we deem mediocrity as public enemy number one in our lives, and not just in our work, because we don't like mediocre relationships. We don't like giving mediocre outcomes to the people we love, the people we like, the people we care about. We want to live good stuff with them, and we actually want to give them the maximum we can, which is usually not mediocrity for sure, but it's also usually something way more than we think we can, and when we think we average. So if you're going through failure, that's okay. If you're going through average, be wary and start to worry, and then start to act upon it, because that is public enemy number one. Not failure. Failure, every time you find yourself thinking about it, think about it as a layer, a necessary layer, just like a cake that is necessary to make a real cake, just like a set of sheets of pastry, of whatever, of sauces, to then create success. Mediocrity is what you should fear. Now I shall go back to my scent class and just talk to you tomorrow here on A Pup in the Life. Please share it and give advice if this was mediocre for you, but hopefully not. Bye! Hey, it was great to walk with you today. I hope to see you again around soon. By the way, in the meantime, you can find me on Mom's social media. If you look for Marta Basso, which is MartaBasso. Yes, it's Marta without an H. Just find us, send us a like, a comment, a message, reshare the episode if you liked it. I will send you all my hugs and kisses and a bit of barks as well. Walk with you next episode. Bye!